Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome to an Elysium of Disco. We're checking out Disco Elysium, the final cut. One second. There we go. I have played a little bit of the beginning of this, but this is a very interesting game that I definitely wanted to give a little bit more of a showcase to. It is an old school style RPG. And when I say old school, I mean like before Bethesda got its hands on Fallout, and Fallout 1 and 2 was amazing, and games like Baldur's Gate and Planescape Torment, that kind of RPG. It is a detective story as well that will have me arguing with my own mind. So we're gonna get this started up. Also, shoutouts to It's Blue Tea for following between the streams. Thank you very much for that. Alright, so they do give you 3 presets: the Thinker, Sensitive, and Physical. I'm not going to pick one of those though, because I prefer to not have a 1 in any of my stats. So we're going to create our own cop here. So let's see here. So we got 8 skill points to play around with. Now let's see what we do with these. So intellect, raw brain power, how smart we are. Psych, sensitivity, how emotionally intelligent we are. Physique, how muscular and strong we are. And motorics, which is basically gunplay, agility, dexterity, stuff like that. I do know this is more of a conversation-based game than a combat-based game. I don't want to completely suck at these, though, but I feel like for most situations, these two might be the skills to kind of pour into. I could be wrong. We'll see. So, let's see. Yeah, because I would like to be able to at least hit a target. So, being average with my shots, or, maybe even good, might be nice. Ooh. I do like that. I would like a little bit more physique, though. So, you know what? I think, yeah, we'll not, overly excel in anything. Because I'm sure you can up these numbers at some point throughout game progression. I think this is kind of a happy medium to start on. Gives me a little bit of everything to work with. And means that we will be a little bit more equipped to handle what all is coming. So next we have to choose our signature skill. It would make probably more sense to pick something out of intellect or motorics, but I don't know if I will. Because I do know how some of these work, and I know, in particular, Inland Empire is really neat. Kind of allows you to talk to your dreams and things like that as it describes. There are much larger descriptions of each skill. I'm not really going to go much into them, but Inland Empire is good for if you want to play kind of more dreamer, paranatural investigators, mental creators. It's very old school with its RPG stuff. This is definitely going to be a blast, audio boy. I completely concur. Shivers I really thought was think is an interesting one. But, hand-eye coordination might be a decent one to have. Encyclopedia is the one that it gives you if you take the thinker preset. Flex the power of muscles, enjoy healthy organs. Go to party planet, love and be loved by drugs. That's a great description there. Oh man. Connect to Station 41, understand cop culture could be useful. Charm men and women, play the puppet master. I'm already kind of, I don't know if like I have to be the most personable cop. Logic, wield raw intellectual power, deduce the world. Call upon knowledge, produce fascinating trivia. Practice the art of persuasion, enjoy rigorous intellect and discourse. Play the actor, lie and detect lies. Hunches and gut feelings, dreams and waking life. I might end up going with this, actually. And then again, understand others, work your mirror neurons, intimidate the public and assert yourself. This is more like stealth, master with machines, pick locks and pockets. That could be good. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna stick with what I thought before. Gonna go with the Inland Empire. So I start with a skill point already spent in it. Do I really want to? It's like both interfacing and reaction speed would be good signature skills to have as well. Oh, nope. Don't want to go that far back. Quickest to react, an untouchable man. Ready? Aim and fire. Okay. Yeah, no, I think we will go with, you know what? It's actually a tough decision, and it really shouldn't be. Fuck. Fuck it, Inland Empire. Let's do it. Let us begin. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Oh, that's nice. I can just sit here in blackness.
Ever. Never, ever.
never, ever, ever? There, I've stopped non-existing.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
That was the worst Austin Powers impersonation I've ever heard, ancient reptilian brain. I will just keep on non-existing if you're going to be whipping out bad Mike Myers rhetoric like that.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
This is great. Give me some more. Some more what? But what was that about the ex something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
This game is awesome, Murphy. Thank you for tuning in. It's such a great way to kind of describe coming back to consciousness from one hell of a drunken stupor. Do we want to plunge back into the fathomless deep? No, or do we really want to know about the X something? Maybe we do.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
Alonzi, never let me go. Or no, I want to get off now. I like the pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. Oh my god. Sure.
You really?
Don't be so naive. Of course not. I want to sail the inky blackness until forever ends. That does sound like quite a trip.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
The limbic system is weirder than the ancient reptilian brain. I'm just saying that right now.
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Thank you, Inland Empire. Don't care. I'm an idiot. A brave idiot. Wait, I did this to myself? I don't know. What is waiting for us?
There's this giant ball there. And evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
Alright. How small are these apes?
Infinitesimally small.
Okay, well then I guess how big is the ball?
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large.
And this duking it out I keep hearing about. What's that?
Vying for resources. It's just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
Aw, that's sad. Alternately, that sounds like something I would like to do. Let's go. Beating evil apes in the face? I don't know. Do we have to do all this beating? I'm not the most, like, physically... Like, I'm not the physique guy, so maybe this is kind of sad.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
Wait, what do you mean, drowned?
You lost.
Oh. Well, I guess I should have put more points in physique then. Oh, that's a sound.
The sound outside, you recognize it. It's a Caprice Canela motor carriage.
There we are. Oh. What a fine looking specimen. Zato 6. Day 1. Alright. Whoa. God. Feel like I might want some air. Must value privacy. The door has been locked from the inside. Wow. What was that? Ooh. Looks like someone tore the tape out while it was playing. There used to be a tape in this case, but it was destroyed in a fit of rage. Something about Etienne's single smallest church in Saint-Saëns. It must have rubbed someone the wrong way. The label says the song was recorded in 43. Reel-to-reel tape player is still rolling on empty. This is a magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red. It is empty. Alright. We have some pants.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says Whirling-In-Rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Yay! I have a way out now. And I have pants.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Alright, so I have a high chance to be able to do that. That's good.
The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Alright. This is a white check. You may retry it. Always, Snake Eyes always loses. Double sixes always wins. Let's roll some dice, like we're playing an old school RPG.
What do you mean?
Oh!
Assess the damage. How would you do that? What are you even trying to do?
Bad roll. And I had a high chance on that, too. Really?
The window stands broken in its frame.
Oh, no.
Cold wind blows in.
How are we
This
doing with
fan
these die
has two
rolls?
chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
So I have an even chance, 42%, to grab the tie, pull the fan, pull the light bulb. You know what? We did so well on the first die roll. Let's try again.
You reach out to
Oh.
grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you.
Doom?
This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving.
What?
For quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying.
Is it?
Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
Okay. I guess that was close.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Ah, +3 because the tie is turned off.
Oh no, it's happening
What?
again. You didn't catch it, and now there's a numbness in your left arm, plus half your chest.
Okay. The dice seem to hate me.
It's even worse this time. Maybe you should stop trying to catch the tie.
But it stopped.
Still happening. Definitely worse than the last time. Finally, the stabbing recedes. You could try doing it again to see how painful it gets, but you would probably die.
What about the light?
A terrible mistake.
Ah!
Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. Your eyes
Bring it
burn
on!
with photosensitivity.
Oof.
It's not good.
We are not having a good go at this already. Oh no. Ah. Fine, I will leave the tie there. Disco ass blazer. You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. And a white satin shirt. Oh, we've got a bunch of pluses now. And some minuses. These golden brown trousers are flare-cut normal bell-bottom trousers. Would be boot-cut, but these are far from normal. They're someone's piss-soaked, cum-stained party pants. Oh dear. -1 to savoir-faire, tight around the thighs. +1 to electrochemistry, tight around the crotch. This white satin shirt used to be fancy. Used to be really catch the light. Now it smells like someone took a piss in the armpits. So I have -1 to suggestion due to savory odor, but +1 to conceptualization because it's a real statement to wear. Fuck. +1 Esprit de Corps. Esprit de Corps? Halogen watermarks. Looks like someone skinned this blazer off some long extinct disco animal. It has an enigmatic white rectangle on the back and right sleeve. Okay. Okay. Alright, what's
A
in the
mirror
mirror?
hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really? Nothing?
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Alright, so maybe that's why all my die rolls suck, because it's getting over a massive hangover. Wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I don't care, I hurt myself. It's what I do. Wipe the mirror. Maybe I should touch it first. Make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What? What's wrong? How bad
Where
could it
to
be?
even
I like that
begin?
better.
There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
Ooh, fine upholstery? Like at least top-notch booze? I'm scared I want to stop doing this. I'm sure everything is fine.
It's not. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
Well, at least he's a honker. At least my tongue is okay.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
Alright, let's just pull the band-aid.
Behold.
Damn. Now that is a disco-ass Santa.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Dear Lord, help me. What is this? Of course I do. It's some kind of superstar? I think he's a superstar. Or this is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. You know what? That's very, very true.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I'm not making it. The face is making it itself. It's like a dog's tail. It has a mind of its own. I have no idea why it's there. It just is. I don't know. I like the first option better.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Superstardom. Oh, this game. And we haven't even left our friggin' room. God, I don't know. It's indescribable. I think it's supposed to be to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm some sort of pulling it off, too. In a sad has-been kind of way. There is some charm to it. It is an expression of pain. I think superstardom is still my favorite. We'll go with superstardom.
You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here, it looks like a cadaverous spasm.
My mind is mean to me. Or the mirror in this case. I don't need to. I almost died trying to get that tie, but I hurt my heart. Okay, done.
Getting clever appears to make the expression even worse. Now it's mixed with smugness.
Okay. So we have a 28% chance on encyclopedia and a 3% chance on attempting to stop the expression from happening. So let's dig deep into the mind and locate the source of the expression. Why not?
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
You know what? We've been so shit with our rolls. Fuck it. Let's go.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Damn. Alright, we'll let the mirror be for now. At least we know that we look like a drunken hobo. I want the damn tie.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
Put skills into savoir-faire to open this white check. Alright, so I'll have to try and get the tie later, I guess. Alright.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind.
Oh, I can
blows
try
in.
this again. Lights are on, so now it's easier. Okay.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Finally! We get a successful die roll. Did I break it with my own hands? Look at them.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Wait, what am I doing? Assess the size of the impact. Yeah.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Okay, well, that helps. Maybe it wasn't me.
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it? This person also forced the drinks on you.
Yeah, you're probably right. I should go and get that shoe, and then find this person who forced all these drinks on me.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
5 experience. Find your other shoe. Seems like your green snakeskin shoe is missing its partner. You should find it before you go venturing into the wild unknown. 2 shoes are better than 1. Unite them again. Should probably pick up the first shoe. This green crocodile leather shoe has a high heel and chrome embellishments. It fits your left foot perfectly. Now all that remains is to find the other shoe. Yay, we're free! Loose, 11 degrees centigrade, rainfall. So the radio is giving weather reports. Something on the table. 40 real. So that would be the money for this place. Guess this is the door to the balcony. It is a very soothing voice. Apparently they got a he's a jazz singer, is the voice actor that they got to do the all the lines for the different parts of your brain. Oh. Smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Gust of briny wind washes over you. Whirling-In-Rags. Oh. There we are. Shoe.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet.
Well, at least I gained experience for that. Yes, that is more beatniky than jazz to snap your fingers instead of clap. That is very right, Clyde.
Like two baby crocodiles.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
3 morale points. That's nice. May have lost some of their luster over the years, but these green crocodile leather shoes fit you perfectly. +1 composure, awesome watchtower heals. -1 savoir-faire, heals are ridiculously high. So I'm going to want to take these off when I try to get my tie again, then I guess. Or remember to take them off. Hello, Inky Bully. Thank you for tuning in. You can sleep after 2100. Sleep heals all your health and morale. Okay, well, now that we have both of our shoes.
Hello, officer.
Hello. Calendar says it is March. The year is 51. This door, inaccessible. How are you doing?
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Classy? Classy? That seems very Dutch to me. Miss Oranje Disco Dancer, or Orange Disco Dancer.
Her eyes are brown, and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Officer, am I military personnel? Turn your bloated face away from her beauty and just keep on walking. No! No. She's smoking a cigarette, she's smoking hot, she stopped to ask me how I was doing. I'll definitely say hi to her.
No.
She seems perplexed by your question. Wait, I know, I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right? Or, excuse me, then why did you call me an officer? I don't know, he's got a bit of a suit on. He could be a Chief Executive Officer. He was party drinking like a frat boy.
The young woman shakes her head slowly. Officer could be an artistic statement. You're already prone to those.
Officer is my stage name, right? I can see myself as a middling disco artist called The Officer. That's too wild. Chief Technical Officer is what I am. Nah, we already went with superstardom. We're gonna go with middling disco artist called The Officer.
No. You're a police officer, sir.
Are you sure? You're shitting me. Goddamn right I'm a policeman, and don't you forget it. I think I like the "you're shitting me" the best.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Thank you very much for following as well, Inky Bully. Very much appreciated. Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else? Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? Challenging. Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. Oh, right, because the expression is supposed to be for the ladies. That's really... I don't know. I don't want to fuck that one up too much. I like this one. But still, who in their right minds would let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Lady, I feel like somehow you were just harsher to myself than I was. Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking?
She raises an eyebrow. The cigarette sizzles. Well, I should get going now. I'm not gonna try and, like, seduce this woman yet. I haven't even had my morning booze. Speaking of which, there's a nice glass of bubbly wine to have with this game.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
It's kind of weird that they don't narrate the stage direction between their lines when it comes like that, but I can kind of understand it's stage direction, so.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before.
Easy success. So does that... I think that means that there are other die rolls going on in the background during the conversations that perk up the different parts of your mind to kind of react.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
I do want to ask questions. Before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes?
What is it that they have against the police here? Where exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Should that mean something to me? Revachol forever! How about you tell me something else instead? Yeah, should that mean something to me? I have absolutely no memory of anything, apparently.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranye, another part of the world.
Oranje. Alright, so it's Classier from Oranje. Tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
And what's that? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
What's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
She nods towards room number 3. Loud disco music.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Well, my encyclopedic knowledge knows what OO is.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Mostly just gets hard, doesn't it? Or, yeah, we go on. All right. So we've got the pessimistic response, and we've got the optimistic response. Or is it like the sarcastic response and the pessimistic response? I guess it really depends on the psychology of whoever is playing this character. or how they want to play this character psychologically. It's an interesting conundrum. But, yeah, if he's this fucking drunk, I feel like he'd be on this track.
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Was I singing this? Show her the empty case of the smallest church in St. Saul's. Hey, that thing came in useful for something. Or what was I singing? This one, top one, makes the most sense.
Yes, there was a church in there.
Ah.
A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also,
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
Sorry. When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way? Like a wild beast? And then what you know, we've been doing a bit of the self-aggrandizement here and there with superstardom. So yeah, I think that's the perfect response, number 2.
Yes. It was very cool.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
Well, thank you, rhetoric. That's not even successful. How could you call that success? That's middling. That's middling at best on a medium roll. You're middling your mediums.
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted? That's so me. What did I do? You're making this up. I would never behave like that. Your room and the fact that your shoe was on the outside of the window on the balcony, defying the laws of physics to get to that balcony, says that you would not respond with that. Yeah, that's so me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Is there anything else? Please tell me there wasn't anything else. It prides me to hear this. Tell me there was more. Totally going for that.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable.
Disco Man no longer wants to be Disco Man. Disco Man wants to be Doggo. Aroof! Anyway.
I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Huh. What is it that they have against the police here? Kind of comes out of nowhere with the line of questioning, but it's a question that we can ask, so we may as well ask it.
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Okay. You can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. Oh.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
I'm so alone. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me. Beauty, don't abandon me in all this ugliness. Swallow the emotion. Yeah, he does seem like a lonely kind of guy.
The door is indifferent to your loneliness. The world does not care.
Thank you for that. My completed quests. The map. Mirror formidable. Sour fair medium. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe-le-Monde. Well, time to head downstairs then. Need to pass the time? Buy a book. Reading passes time quickly. All right. Summer door closed for the winter. This is where the lyrics would be. Big old karaoke mic, just waiting for someone to sing into it. The speaker is connected to the radio. Music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense! My soul is modest. It's normal-sized. My soul is puny. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. That is the most honest response we've had all day.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people.
I like this line of thinking. If this goes well with the theory I'm developing, that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Of course, I'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one. I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, like from those ostentatious orchestrations, folks. Nah, I like the first option better.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church song. Who's laughing now? No one.
Except for me. I am laughing.
You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Finished thought.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Cool. Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together. Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately. I have been.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Baye. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Wait, what's that about a ludicrous fantasy world?
Yeah, you know. Beneath it is just heartbreak. A pulmonary tract infection. Atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police officer. This is the beginning of your legend.
Fuck it! Action!
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Thought gained. Some kind of superstar. New task. Sing karaoke. You need to find a sufficiently tragic tape, play it on the boombox to memorize the lyrics, and then ask the cafeteria manager to perform. Preferably in the evening. More people at the bar then. First step is get a hold of the song tape. Some kind of superstar. Temporary research bonus. -2 logic still seems unlikely. Problem. First, let's make this absolutely clear. No one is saying you're an actual superstar. In the groupies and cocaine, riddled with hepatitis C, strikes a lion-esque pose with a mic kind of way. You're not Guillaume Le Million or Davy Dewis. No, you're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it. Where some would say it doesn't belong. Law enforcement. Take an hour and 10 minutes to internalize this. Does this mean I have like -2 logic while I'm internalizing it? Oh, yeah. And then it goes away. Okay. Well, I think I can deal with that for now. Organize thoughts by status, date, or A to Z. This feels right. You belong here, on this stage. What about you, sir? Looking at your bird.
Man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
What's wrong? Don't you like the officer? Look at the stuffed bird. Are you the bartender?
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall.
Wonder if I did that.
This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Can I help you with that? That's the Great Skua, right? Think we'll go with the encyclopedic answer.
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy? I'm a cop and I talk to whomever I please.
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
What's wrong? You don't like the officer?
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Ooh, that's good for my ego to hear.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
You're being sarcastic. So, not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero? I think right now my ego's riding high enough that I'll just go with the dumb answer.
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
Well, what did I do?
What did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
Oh my god, I did all those things? I'm guessing I didn't do any of those things. I do not appreciate your tone. This is no way to talk to an officer.
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looks down again and keeps plucking at the bird. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
What's the difference? You look like a bartender. Understood. I'll go with the second one.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
And you sound very self-important about it too, but what's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
So then where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
He shrugs.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
She just... what?
So now you recall. Oh, forget it.
Well, fuck you too, buddy. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's starts in a man's handwriting. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. Oh, what else is there here? Healing item gained. Nosifad. You know what? I may as well use it. Oh, I think it used itself, actually. Door is bolted. It reads kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. Sort of purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. We got here. Bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful, dark liquid is spilling out. What a crime to spill out that rum. Alright. Let's check this guy out first. A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Pick up the pills. Physical instrument. Wake him up.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Thank you. Physical instrument. Wake him up or leave.
The worker is in a deep slumber. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness.
Yeah, well, we'll leave him then. Sign reads Mess Hall, reserved for union members. Doors open at 1600 hours. This royal pinball machine is unplugged.
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, He narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Don't know why. Hold on, who is he to me? Shake his hand. Don't shake his hand. I guess this sounds more like a conversation that I'm having with myself.
He is your half-brother.
Really? Cool.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
I don't really know my name. Just call me Officer. Conceptualization, medium 11. -1 partial to the officer. Partial to calling myself the officer because I've done it so much. Say nothing. You know what? Sure, it's even. Let's try conceptualizing it.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Failure. It's so cool. It's very cool. But won't I come off like a douche if I call myself that? It's very, very cool, but maybe just a bit too ostentatious. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. It is very, very cool, but it is very ostentatious.
No, it's not. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name for one classy cop. Say it.
My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well.
He doesn't even process what you just said. He just moves on.
Not for a moment does he believe that's your real name. He casts it aside as an intradepartmental joke or a peculiarity he doesn't understand.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him? Nod toward the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him. Must be some kind of a misunderstanding. You're taking me for someone else. No, I haven't. I did just talk to him, so.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman. Excuse me. What interviews? I have, yes. I haven't. Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
He taps his foot, more out of habit than impatience. What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't. Be honest with him.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
My God, it's like everything the bartender said that I had done sarcastically. Oh, sorry, cafeteria manager said that I had done sarcastically is like what I'm actually supposed to do. I don't like dead bodies.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
Look, man, yeah. Completely. I'm gonna be honest with him again. No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
Yes, it is. Welcome to working with me, Mr. Kitsuragi.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
If I told you I'm not really a police officer, how can you be so sure I'm from the police? What? But I can't remember anything. What were we supposed to do again? I think this is a good thing to ask here.
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
Points to your jacket.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
Ah, you mean the Rat Squad.
No need for derogatory terms. They're only doing their job.
You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean?
Yes.
But they're just white rectangles.
They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Did you just ask me to jump in front of your moving vehicle, sir? But shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check pockets.
You mean you don't have a badge?
Pretend you found it. I have my badge! I'm a policeman and I have my badge. It was not on me when I woke up. I'll be honest with him. Why not? I've at least been being honest on that. Like, I've been an honest guy so far. I've just been, like, running an ego trip. So, yeah, why not?
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? But I can't remember anything. What were we supposed to do again? Well, we already know what we're supposed to do. I'm not going to go with number 4, but,
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our number 1 concern.
what if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down.
Well, let's roll.
After you, officer.
New tasks. Interview cafeteria manager. Inspect the victim's body.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Oh, Kim, I really hope you don't mind being stuck with me.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
About an hour. Just a little bit over.
Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about the rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself.
I've secretly been thinking about it all the time. Actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me. Now that I mention it, I do need rum and lemonade. I'd love for Gart to serve me up a beverage. Maybe later. All this talk about beverages. Making me thirsty.
Forget about the bar. Or don't forget about it. You should totally try to get a drink there too. But first, you should lick that stain off the counter.
What?
Yeah, man. Let's get wild. Lick it.
Lick it? Don't lick it. Lick it, but only a little. No.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then.
Wow. Yeah, love and be loved by drugs indeed, electrochemistry. My fuck.
Get your drink on and your act together.
Task, find booze and drink it. So we have quite a few tasks here now. You need to report your missing badge to the 41st Precinct as soon as possible. The lieutenant said that you can use the radio in his motor car to call your station. The cafeteria manager of the Whirling-In-Rags might know something about the murder that happened in the yard. Ask him about it. Inspect the body hanging in the back of the yard, in the backyard of the Whirling-In-Rags. This is a preliminary inspection. You just need to suppress the urge to throw up and approach it. Find booze and drink it. The hangover feels really bad. You have to take the edge off. Find a bottle of alcohol, put it in your hand, equip it in the held slot of your inventory, and the magic will happen by its own. Wow. 42 minutes left on my -2 logic.
The worker is in a deep slumber.
Lieutenant, who is this?
No idea. Looks like he works for Wild Pines, the logistics company who owns and operates the harbor.
But why is he sleeping during the
Possibly
day?
because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Physical instrument, challenging, wake him up. May as well try.
You gently shake his
Nope.
shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
Alright, Gart.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
That isn't even a beard. That's just like bad stubble from a lazy guy.
Mr. Gart, right?
The
You
lieutenant
run this
glances
place.
at his little notebook.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
He looks at you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. I am the Harbinger of Ruin! As I said, I am Detective Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. I'm currently in between names. Can I have a drink?
No, you cannot.
Officer, I was thinking more along the lines of your name.
I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
It's like when you've left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet. Kim is about to say something. Let him.
That's wonderful, really. I think so. But there's a dead body out back. No one wants to work in these conditions. It's been a week.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
Takes a step back.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Who made the call reporting the crime? He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Yes?
I have everything. You?
He looks in his little notebook. Oh, do you mean I have questions?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
The cafeteria manager is clearly agitated again.
He thinks you're stupid, sire.
Sounds like. Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Where exactly? Okay. Who killed him? Why did Sylvie go away? Well, find out if we know who killed him.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Well then, just tell me, why did Sylvie go away?
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this.
No, before I asked you where. Now I'm asking you why she left.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
I do. Thank you for demeaning yourself for my entertainment.
Thank you.
The lieutenant says. He opens his little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. Mystery solved! Didn't go well?
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
Stuff gets on my nerves. I'm a feminist. Guess I like to be thorough. Everything has something to do with everything. I don't know. I just went for it. You're right. Probably shouldn't have asked. I guess I like to be thorough.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Yeah, that's all.
Let's go.
That's a good amount of experience.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Slip away unnoticed. Medium, but a very low chance of success. Especially in my shoes. This is a red check. It cannot be retried. What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic accent.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
By real, do you mean some form of street cred?
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
He points to the red ledger on the counter. But what exactly is money? You're under arrest! Oh my god. What do I owe this place for? Tell me.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
But what exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
Actually, I might be. Since I woke up, I'm having trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality. No, I'm just trying to get my bearings. I actually might be a philosopher, though.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Interesting. Where do I get it from? Why do I need it? Proceed to show him the coins that you found. Is this money? Proceed, but don't show him the coins. They're yours. Yeah, no, the money is mine. I'm trying it, like, obviously at this point we are trying to get out of paying this guy, so.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
Ah. What happens now? You're under arrest! You know what? I am a cop after all, and I don't like this guy, so sure, let's go for like an intimidation route here.
You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
Okay, you're not under arrest. I don't know why I said that. I thought it's something a cop would say. Put this man in his place. +2 Sylvie incident known. Yeah, I should be able to do it, so let's go for it.
Did someone order a
Yes!
vague, farcical reading of the law? More
I
than
did.
one pops into your head.
Refusal to date an officer of the peace. You are impeding me from carrying out a murder investigation with your inane request for money. Wonder what Sylvie has to say about that. No, I think I'll go with the first one. Let's pull the cop badge, even though I seem to have lost my badge.
But it's not inane. You owe me money.
It is cruel of you. A man has been killed. File a request for compensation with Station 41. We need to work now.
Okay, you'll only have to pay for the window and the drinks. That's 70. I'll get the rest from your stupid station.
I have no memory of drinking them. I'm not paying for the drinks.
The ledger does. The ledger has a memory. The drinks are non-negotiable. There's no way your station will pay for them.
Okay, well, I won't pay for the window.
Fine, I'll take it off the bill. You want to sleep in a post-apocalyptic shithole? Go ahead, but I'm not giving you another room.
Goodbye, and thank you for your cooperation. I guess I just owe you... less.
Don't thank me. You still owe me 30 for the drinks. If you don't have it by tonight, I'm not letting you back up there.
Points. Okay. Well, I guess I need to make 30 real if I want to sleep here again.
That's enough now, sir. Good day.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have one?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near? South, maybe. Far away? Up on Marvel Hill. I don't even know where that is. I think I'm going to go with that one. It's vague.
You don't really know, do you?
I don't. Does that mean I'm homeless? I have only a vague blackened image.
South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number of the building? I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop. I think I'd rather like to retrace where I live. Not completely nihilistic to the point of hobo cop.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
No level ups yet, huh? No. Who made the call reporting the crime? Someone reported the hanging to the RCM. If you find out who it was, it may shed new light on the events. You have an idea of where to start, but the caller could have been anyone. Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave to ask if she made the call. Pay for damages. You need to pay for the damages caused in the Whirling-In-Rags, or you won't have a place to stay tonight. Ask around for money and be careful with your spending. If you're unsure how much you owe, ask Gart. 21 minutes and I got some kind of superstar done. Oh, +1 encyclopedia while I'm researching Lonesome Long Way Home. Okay. Factual memory returns. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken step. Back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over. Get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through the courtyards, scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor tracks, the 881, until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there, and your footprints in the mud. What do you have to say for yourself, lady, now that I've met up with Kim?
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
She looks at
The lieutenant nods politely. Wait, who's Sweetie?
Does that mean you like me? Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no Sweetie. Look at me.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Dimple or not, I'm a bitter man. The years have taken their toll. That stupid dimple has only brought me suffering. I don't want to talk about the dimple anymore. I'll be kind to her. She's been kind to me.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
What? You seem to be in chair. How do you like to roll with me? Oh, that's bad. That's just a bad pun given her situation. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. Sweetie needs money. Does Sweeties get money? Opportunistic motherfucker. Very capitalist. I don't know if I'm ready to take advantage of an old woman just yet, but... How'd you like to roll with me? Why not?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Or nothing. I was thinking of the lyrics to a song. Wanna roll with me?
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
Him? No, we just met. I like you. We also just met.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Quiet, Kim. Kim, of course. I forgot I had you. I know. But there's also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural. I'm gonna keep with this line of existentialist dread.
I can assure you, with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
Don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. I drank so hard I forgot literally everything. I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm blowing this whole thing out of proportion. Forget I've said anything. I don't know. Again, I'll take the honest approach.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
The Whirling-In-Rags cafeteria. It was on my keys. We're in Revachol on Insolinde. I don't really know. Some seedy hotel. A war zone at the edge of the world. We're dead. Haunting each other. We're ghosts. I'm not that far gone. But that's a great one right there. Number 6 is... Yeah, I like that. I do.
That's right. And where is the Whirling-In-Rags cafeteria itself located?
In hell! We are in hell! See? I have no idea. The edge of civilization in Revachol?
Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol.
Okay. Revachol is the disgraced capital of the world. Something like that? Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this? Well, we're piecing things together with what we've learned already throughout the morning, so...
Yes, great. See? We're getting somewhere. What else do you know about our city of splendor? Tattered as she may be.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There is a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's the spring of 51, according to the calendar upstairs. All I know is we are approaching the end times. I am not evangelical enough for that. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. Nah, it's the spring of 51.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Kind green ape pen.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Some kind of democracy, maybe? I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Ooh. Some light politicking here. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. In short, Jews! Cop! We are living under the cop regime. This is very on the nose for the times we find ourselves in. This definitely doesn't seem like, I don't know. Maybe Revachol, no, because it was revolutionary, but it failed. Doesn't sound very capitalist at all, especially if there's a union strike going on. Well, that might actually be because it is very capitalist. That's good one, game. Oh, that's the QAnon answer. Foreigners and women. Yep, that's the QAnon answer right there. Doesn't sound like it, no. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Cop regime.
Actually, we are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try one more time, officer. What mode of government?
Well, I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Some kind of democracy, maybe? I don't know.
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Oh, so it is capitalist. Okay.
Meaning, buying is voting.
If there's no government, how come there's cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
What's the revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
So what does that have to do with there not being any cops? But I'm a cop. Whatever it is hasn't stopped me. Sounds like the right answer that this guy would give.
Of course, sweetie. I really don't know how to explain it better.
So, how did I do?
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
You must be getting very bored of me.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
That's a way to say it. New task. Get a reality lowdown. I'm not ready to beg her for money yet. But, yeah, I gotta go now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
She gives you a small wave. Red checks can be tried only once. Failed white checks can be retried by increasing the relevant skill. Good to know. Well, this feels like it's a good time to take a bit of a break. This was a very fun first stream, and when we pick this up again, which will more than likely be tomorrow in the evening, we are gonna go, and as Gart suggested, check out that big hole to the right of the entrance, and see what we can see about this dead body. No, been outside for a minute, and he's already checking his heels for shit. But yeah, intriguing game. Fucking gorgeous art style too, overall. But yeah, thank you for everyone who tuned in to catch some of this live. Shoutouts to Audio Boy, Murph Yerf, Clyde Pup, and Inky Bully for sounding off in the chat, having a chat with us. And yeah, we'll probably pick this up again tomorrow. And until then, y'all stay safe. You have a good night. And be excellent to each other and drink responsibly, I guess. Given the fact that we're playing someone who drank himself to amnesia. Yeah, if you're gonna drink, drink responsibly. And I'll see y'all next time.